welcome to the BWA Tour 2025. We are at the Cornish Coldwater Classic. It's day one, big Friday. Let's get it on.
I'll give you a quick briefing.
Mega!
We want to get on with it pretty quick. The tide's going to come in, which will make it more tricky to launch. So we're going to go first heat at 8:30, 14-minute heat. Best two waves to count.
To the judging and find out.
I think Ben's advanced.
You've set yourself the ultimate challenge, like competing in the pros, organising an event, and being in the first heat. Are you?
What was I thinking? I thought it'd be easy. No, yes, it's a little bit hectic at the moment. Conditions are amazing. We couldn't really hope for anything more. I mean, I just hope it goes through right through to the afternoon, but it looks about as good as it gets at Gwithian, really. It's big, clean, slightly offshore, lovely.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Connie, you got through a heat?
Yeah, made it through a heat, and then got put up against Thorpe and Horrocks, and they took me down.
What was your highlight of the morning?
I think I caught my last wave in my second heat. I caught a really nice wave, what felt nice, and I think that's what put me through. So that was probably the highlight of the morning.
And low light?
Well, ending up all over the rocks, putting a hole in my sail, cutting my hand.
You're local, you're used to that, no?
No, not my...
Wouldn't normally go out?
Well, yeah, I mean, go out, but...
Survival.
It is a bit.
That was a bit big piece there, that. A bit humbled, I was, to be honest with you. Humbled me. Proper humbled me.
Here's a man who definitely sent it, but also took some punishment. What happened to you, Nick?
First round out, broken mast. Second round, one wave at least, but then a bit of a swim after that too. So,
is that the biggest you've been out in, or do you go out in big stuff like that all the time?
No, it's a handful of times a year I get to sail down the line like this. So yeah, it's a bit alien to me, but yeah, it's what we come down here for. So yeah. Forearms a pump.
It's my place of worship. Don't need no radar, no. Not to fly this spaceship. Not to fly this spaceship.
You know, what size were you on? What was it like?
3.7, like full power, like logo mast height, just awesome. I did a lot of swimming, but it was pretty fun.
Break any gear?
No broken gear. Nicky broke some in my heat, which I think probably helped me a little bit, which is a bit sad, but I jumped in and helped him swim out, so it was good. It was fun. So yeah, we've had a good day.
Pretty heavy session. What was it like for you?
Oh yeah, it was good. It was fun. I mean, I'm just happy to come to Gwithian and go windsurfing, to be honest.
You like big conditions like that?
Yeah, it's good fun. I think, like, first heat was kind of tricky, like it was super choppy on the wave face, a bit too overpowered. And then second heat managed to get a few ones which kind of smoothed up on the inside, so that was super fun. I mean, I don't sail big conditions that often, but it's good when it happens.
Well, good job, man. Well done.
Yeah, go on. Hold my hands. That's it. And then, that's what you have to do. And you look at Alfie and do a little.
Teaching them young, George.
Shaka. Next generation. Yeah. Back, Luke. Ready? Wazoo! Wow!
It's
You
like,
go out there, Dan, what would you be on?
I think it's a tricky call because the wind's up and down a lot. It's a combination of underpowered on the inside and overpowered on the outside, but it's just swung a little bit more side shore.
Emil, who's the standout you've seen so far this morning?
It's the boring one to say, isn't it? But Horrocks, obviously, he's been sailing really well. Muzzer, we've seen him get some good hits. Dan saw a really nice aerial, didn't he? And then
Muzzer's killing it.
yeah, he's doing really well. Saw Ben Page on probably the biggest wave of the day. I think it was looked like a good, pretty much double mast. Yeah, it's been wicked to watch actually. It's lovely to have windsurfing back again.
Maintained his Hellman reputation. How was that, Joe?
Yeah, it was really good fun. Yeah, pretty challenging, not gonna lie. It was, I think, I'm incredibly pleased to get through as far as I got. I think, yeah, it was just really good fun. I'm sort of bubbling there.
First wave in was a bomb one, wasn't it? It went upwind.
That was my technique. One wave.
One bomb wave.
Yeah, one bomb wave. But
And Muzzer, you kind of caddying.
he's doing great.
He's punishing himself, but he's doing well.
But he's still in it. He's still in the game. That's all you got to do. Survival of the fittest, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing well. And he's not that fit.
And you guys weren't even that sure this morning.
No, still aren't.
Muzzer still got it in the Repêchage final. How was it, that heat for you?
Not too sure what happened, to be honest. Did a lot of swimming. Yeah, it was. I got a couple of waves, I think.
It's like riding a bike, isn't it? I mean, a bit rusty in the first heat. How are you now?
Yeah, still rusty.
So I had a wipe out and it pulled the rash vest over my head. I thought I was going to die.
What size are you on now?
3.7, it's the windiest it's been all day. It's now too windy for me on a 3.7.
No, how's it working with this dingle?
Yeah, the dingle's been a lot of fun so far this morning. It's kind of softened the blow, getting in first light, really windy conditions, pretty challenging for the guys. Pretty big conditions here this morning, Alfie. So everyone's had the opportunity, and some of the guys, you know, they had massive wipeouts and stuff in the very first outing, and then they came back and they were still able to do a second heat with the dingle format. So I think it's been a lot of fun for them. And as we've now progressed through the ladder, we're just towards the final kind of heat, so to speak, and we've sorted out the wheat from the chaff, the cream is rising, and we're now down to the final 6 sailors. Steve Thorpe, Ben Page, and Chris Murray, a name coming from the deep dark past. And one of those guys will get the opportunity to go into the final of the dingle and sail against the other 3 that are already there as well. So it's all to play for. Gets into this final new slot, and there'll have to be a heat break.
Yeah. You can go and like rest your legs and put your feet up for 10 minutes.
Find a rocking chair.
Yeah, find a rocking chair.
Ben Page easily won the heat. Even his 3rd scoring wave was higher. So
Great, you like these conditions, Mega Gwithian?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, it's pretty fun. The waves are good. Kind of, some of them are trying to kill you, but some of them are not. And yeah, you can get some good rides.
Here he is, the local legend, Mr. King. How are you finding it?
Yeah, no, it's thankfully not as big as forecast, which is good because I think it'd be pretty unmanageable if it was that windy and the 4 metres. So yeah, it's a nice size. Certainly a few sets that you've got to watch for, but if you can pick up a good wave, it's ideal. If you obviously got to manage the wind. It has been up to about 40 knots earlier, but it's easing now, so it's just trying that balance of small kit.
And you seem to be the only person boosting massive jumps. Is there a reason for this?
Well, if there's ramp there, you don't miss it up, pass it up, sorry. So yeah, if it's on, hit it. I have been a little bit restrained because in the past I've kind of made a bit of a fool of myself, wasting the heat. So I'm trying to avoid doing it, but you know.
Can't help it.
No.
Yeah, all right, mate.
What size are you on?
4'2".
Oh, is it all right?
Don't know. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it's too much. Yeah, it is windy again. I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with it. I mean,
I'll stick with 4'0" then.
Feeling lazy. I think you can fine on 4'0".
Att saker kunde varit värre. Mitt liv ser inte likadant ut som då, men jag kommer ihåg som igår. Tiden var svår men jag ville inte må som jag gjorde, så jag flydde från mig själv i flera år. Yeah, ånger valen ibland och ibland vill jag se staden i brand. När tårarna rann var det få som var där när min far det försvann. Det är lätt att bli bitter när sorgen spränger ditt hjärta till splitter. Du lämnas i tystnad och ingen kan se den smärta du besitter. Har inga vingar av glas, många som lever och tvingas till knas. Fri som en fågel lever jag mitt liv, vill inte behöva som ringas av ras. I mängden som aldrig spränger gränser. Tror du lever livet men du står mest där och hänger. Måste springa längder, måste kämpa mängder. Måste ta kontroll och vara kung av allt du känner.
Mr. Horrocks got a bit punished in that final.
Alfred, where did it all go wrong?
Well, at the beginning looked all right.
At the beginning I caught a couple of solid ones right on the buzzer. I thought, here we go, I'm in now. And then it just kind of got harder and harder as it went on. There's a lot of current, a lot of chop, a lot of wind, a lot of waves. You just sometimes start off well and then it goes into like a circle of you getting in the wrong place, and I got absolutely hammered.
Saw that, yeah, that's good.
Sure, you got it all.
Jag lever här, lever nu, släpper alla tankar som får min planet att skeva ur.
Ben, how was that final for you? It looked pretty epic from the shore.
It was fun, yeah. I kind of... my wave selection wise, I wasn't managing to find the big ones, but I had a few that peeled.
Is that an aerial from you? Or?
Yeah, I had a couple of like end section aerials. I tried aerialing the peak a couple of times and kept crashing, so I didn't really get the waves I want. It was in the okay, that'll do range, I think. So I don't know. I don't have super high hopes, but I gave it a good go.
Then that was a good final. What was it? 18 minutes of pretty epic Gwithian, no?
Yeah. Almost too much time because I was being a bit selective for most of the heat, and it was like there's a lot of rip going around, so like I didn't really want to go on the bumpy ones.
Good fun. It's actually one of the funnest heats of the day because the wind's got a little bit more onshore, so it's just a little bit more predictable. Although the wave's not as clean and it's sort of sectioned out, you haven't got those sort of brutal gusts like we did earlier. So
yeah, not too bad. You guys have scored it and managed to get it from cleated. Happy with the day's work?
Yeah, I made it more difficult for myself, as I always do with my first heat. Couldn't operate my watch because I'm too old to do technology, so I just had to ask Ben when the heat was going to start out there, and thankfully he told me, so
He should have shafted me and said it's already started, really.
All right, head judge Duncan Coons, that was a pretty epic day. We just finished the final. Tell us what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, it was epic. You know, the conditions held out for the final, pretty happy with it. We did a dingle elimination, so everyone's had a repêchage round, so fair for everyone. I mean, it was just firing. We like over mast high sets, side offshore. No complaints. I'm sure all the riders had a ball out there. It was tricky conditions. We had some points in the contest this morning where the wind was probably gusting 50 knots. So extreme conditions. You know, it's almost storm chase conditions there. Really happy, you know, for the first event of the year in the winter to get 13 degrees in those conditions is like perfection, really.
Yeah. And what's the plan now for the rest of the day?
Yeah, so plan now is to pack up here at Gwithian and head up to the bluff and hopefully run some heats for the amateurs, masters and ladies.
Just done your first round. How was it out there?
Yeah, it's pretty tricky. It's quite offshore, and you have to kind of get your timing right to get the sets because there's some really nice ones, some really close out. So yeah, if you're lucky, you can get a really nice one, but sometimes it's a bit flat. But yeah, it was good. It was nice to get on the water and get out, but a bit light as well. So
not as crazy as Gwithian this morning.
No, completely other end of the scale. Yeah, something in the middle would have been nicer maybe, but
I was probably on too small a sail. I was on my 4, which was probably a bit light.
4? You could have gone bigger, no?
Yeah, no, I should have gone bigger. It's just we were out free sailing before it started and then I didn't have time to change.
Take me home where the wild things grow. Take me home where it's free to roam.
Sometimes you're planing and then it goes really light and then it's just like physically tiring, so I'm not fit enough basically.
But you didn't get completely smashed?
No. The waves aren't like...
Gwithian?
Yeah, no, it was nothing like this morning, so it's fun size today.
Always be claimed in the dead of the night. Take me home where the wild things grow. Take me home.
Just checking in with Joe, who's had his fun this morning. Now he's in organiser mode. What's going on?
We've had a bit of a rapid move down to the bluff because trying to get some friendlier but cleaner conditions down here. Trying to get all the judging equipment and all the heat trailers and everything down to because the wind is dying fast.
All right, and what's up now, Masters, is it?
Yeah, the youth is on at the moment and they've just got a couple of bomb sets looking really good. Future is looking really good. Those 3 are looking fiery.
Oh, we have no use for fear or control. For here we are safe, here we go. Not long can I doubt the pool of light when I have such proof of grace in my life.
Well, there were some bombs came through. You on a couple?
Yeah, I got 2 waves. They weren't like the best, but I got like smashed on the first one. Like this huge wave just came.
Eyes be slow. Let's.
You know, we tried, but it didn't quite blow long enough. What happened?
Well, yeah, we switched from a pretty out of control Gwithian where we ran the pros through to the final, which is a good result. We switched from there really because it's a bit too radical for the amateur, masters and ladies fleet. We managed to run 1 heat of the ladies pros in quite nice down the line condition, very side offshore, clean waves. So it's still some way overhead high sets, so it's decent enough, and then the wind dropped.
They'll make your life a misery. They'll sink your operation, lock it up and throw away the key.
Couldn't catch the waves that I wanted. couldn't be in the right place, couldn't do what I thought I was going to do, and I just ended up crashing a lot, not catching anything. Maybe just stick to wind sports. We're going to go for an 8 o'clock start, which is pretty early, so me and everyone down at Sandy Acres, yeah?
Yeah.
You know where that is? Yeah. Gwithian is still pretty large for you guys.
Freedom for the citizens, at least while they build the pipeline.
Pull up to it, the barrier will lift without paying, but they will come and check for your car parking, so pay for the parking.
Yeah, plans. You know, what have you been up to today?
Me, I've been working at home.
You've been milking the cows?
Yeah. Yeah, I unpacked all the kit and sort of adminned all the traffic lights and all that sort of stuff ready for another day. But yeah, and then did a load of work as well. So.
And tomorrow sounds like an early start. What's the plan?
So yeah, tomorrow we're going to go to Mexico's. I think it's the best place to go, probably in Cornwall tomorrow, which is nice that we've got it on the licence. And it's looking really, really perfect forecast. Sort of nice size swell, decent wind, sort of 25 knots.
Sunny?
As the day goes on, it's going to get really wet. Maybe not so great for filming, but in the morning, maybe it should be pretty good.
Well, they say don't do it, but you know they know what's going.
Well, we had the first day of spring yesterday and it's gone back to winter again today, so it's a little bit chilly. It looks pretty windy, like 4-0, quite offshore, and maybe about 2 to 3 foot at the moment. I don't know, I didn't wait for ages for a set.
We're selfish and belligerent, but they don't ever seem to mind. Well, what's the use in hindsight when we're getting taken from behind? No dice.
You ready? Looking forward to this?
Yeah, a bit nervous actually. It's looking quite big. Some big closeouts. I've got 3-4, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
But you're local and used to this.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Probably it's closing out quite a lot, so it's pretty hard to get out and pretty gusty, but...
One-hit wonders.
Yeah, one-hit wonders for sure, and you know, I think you're going to try and hit it rather than it hit you.
Well, that's the aim.
Yeah, I've already seen a few people go the wrong side of that equation, and I'm told that it's going to get better and start opening up, and probably get quite a lot bigger. And there's already some pretty big sets coming through. Here we go.
It looks kind of fun, but pretty heavy at times.
Yeah, I went out for a little sail just a minute ago. I tried to hit the lip, missed, and then spent the rest of the time sliding along the sand underneath the
Great.
waves.
I want to see more of that. Brilliant. Well, good luck.
Cheers.
Said you gotta let it go now. She said you gotta let it go now. You'll be okay. I wish you found a way to make you stay. And I just can't seem to understand it. The way you left me empty-handed. I just can't seem to understand it now.
Very much for turning up. It's our first time doing this, and it's been a bit of a baptism of fire. But we've been really blessed with amazing conditions. I think you'll all agree it's been fantastic, which just makes the event work.
This year we've seen the amateur women, which is a new thing, which I think is great. It shows a depth in the women's field, which is, you know, what we want to see, and hopefully some of the amateur women will go into the pro section in the next few events. And, you know, let me say that for you girls to go out there today, I take my hat off to you, because it was pretty wild conditions, and, you know, well done.
You gotta let it go now. She said you gotta let it go now.
youth division, we only had 3 riders here. Winning today from Tyree, showing an amazing talent. It was a tough battle. It wasn't just a 3-0 victory, it was a 2-1 victory. It's Eddie Maclean, first place from Tyree. Good job, Eddie.
So I close my eyes and I count to 10. I swore to myself I'd never do this again. I lost myself, but I don't know where. I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying. You'll be okay. I wish I found a way to make you stay. Oh yeah. And I just can't seem to understand it the way you left me empty. I just can't.
Taking second place in the Masters, really on form through the whole of the rounds, was Tim Watson. So, first place, a fellow I've known for a very, very long time, shows me age as well, is from Scotland, Ian Gibson.
Metcalf go for the air, and there's a lot of people in his way though.
So taking second place in the men's AMs here in the Cornwall Coldwater Classic was Arthur Fox. First place in the CCC Cornwall Coldwater Classic goes to Ollie Randal. Second place, Caitlin Boothroyd. And winning the amateur women's is Jenna Pettit. Taking second place, well deserved, Izzy Adcock. So winning the women's pro, she's been around a while as well. I was going to call her Bibby, but she isn't anymore, is she? Sarah Hilder, first place. Yeah, Sarah, a very convincing win. You had 3 firsts, so you discarded your second place. Pretty much unstoppable. Well done. Fourth place in the men's pro, Lucas Meldrum. Third place, Andy King. Taking second place, this was also extremely close with some excellent waves, really nice link turns. Ben Page. And a name we all know very well in first position, taking the win in the Coldwater Cornish Classic, Phil Horrocks. Well done.
I've got to say something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, big thanks to everybody obviously for putting on the event, the boys. It's already been mentioned, but there's so much work goes into it. I mean, I know from helping the guys organise Ross Niger event that there's quite a lot to do. So big shout out to them. And then really just, I mean, thanks Cornwall for putting on those conditions, because that's pretty epic. That's probably the best conditions that we've had here for windsurfing that I can remember. And I've been coming a few times, so that's I was really pleased that it went well for that. You know, we've got a year ahead now where we've got another 5 events coming up. We've never had that, you know, for the last 10, 15 years. It's incredible. So really looking forward to how the season goes.
Last question. What do you really look for in a competition? Is this your conditions? Are you looking for big waves where it's power sailing?
This is my kind of conditions. I really like kind of the good solid waves where you can really attack them and like kind of do carving rail turns. That's my kind of thing. And I like it, you know, I like jumps as well, but I feel like really the essence of wave sailing is the wave riding, and that's really, you know, you want waves where you can show everything you can do.
We came together as a full group of Damer windsurfers and went up to Roseniga a couple of years ago, and then kind of just got hooked on the competition thing. And we thought, you can't not have a Cornwall event on the British Tour. And Chucky had done such a great job over the years, but you know, he just couldn't do it anymore. So we thought we'd step up to the plate. But thank you very much for turning up, and thank you very much to like Duotone who came on board as like cash one that made it happen.